that was what was being recorded, or what had been recorded for my intro video, was me testing that out for a bit. I got both some gameplay from CTGP 8, that was the first bit with Kirby in, but there is Mario Kart Generations, and then just before I decided to try out CTGPU as well, but didn't really hook into that one as well, although there was MC3 and I did play it. General thing worth note, it still takes slightly longer to do MC3 in Mario Kart 8. I feel like the Wii U custom track version of this track is slightly larger again, but not by the horrific amount that they sized it up on Deluxe. I don't know why on earth they saw that to be good. Anyway. So I kind of got to readjust here because I've been playing 3 different games basically. Bash. That's part of the problem though at the moment. Right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Took about 4 minutes to get to that point at least. I feel a bit stiff at the moment. Entries still need a bit of work. Yeah, my hairpins have been sucking really badly recently. They're like the strongest part of my runs. In like 2020, possibly 2022 as well. I don't really think anything happened in 2023. But it's now 2024, and I still haven't got anywhere. I think it's just a massive mental block at the moment. I'm overthinking it too much at some points. Or maybe for like the past year or so I've been just basically playing the track with the thought that nothing is going to happen. So it's kind of like, I don't know, ensuring that nothing is happening. Hi Bradley. How was your birthday? Aside from Jacob being an idiot by the sounds of things. I apologise I didn't properly message. I was very busy yesterday. I think I left a comment somewhere. I think it was Twitter. Oh. I tried out Retro Rewind briefly today. So that's on my console now. I needed a bigger SD card. I repurposed one of the ones that I took with me to Berlin. It seems to be fine. And I've also got a bunch of Wii U custom track stuff. Just out of curiosity, actually, don't suppose you think you happen to have the Icy Thorn Ruins texture somewhere still? It's a shot in the dark. So I wanted to see if I could load that on my Wii U, but I can't find it anywhere. Doesn't seem to exist online anymore. Jeez, that's terrible. The what texture? Icy... Is it Icy Ruins? Icy Thromp Ruins? The one that Bean and Chadder's made. The one where you used to intentionally pick Thwomp Ruins just for that reason and that reason alone, so that we could then go to the toilet. So it'd take like 7 minutes to load. Probably somewhere. That's cool. If you can find it, that would be great, because I want to see if I can load it via Aroma. I was playing around with some custom tracks on the Wii U. And they're not too bad. There's some really nicely made ones. They look really nice. I tried out this track in Mario Kart 8 form. Better than the deluxe version, but it's still quite big. But it's not like too big. Yeah. I'd like to think I'll PD on this sometime soon. It's hard to tell. I don't hate it though. course, that's the other annoying part. I just don't let go of the B button. I was a bit early. Neil is messaging me. No, it's messed me up now. Boink. Slightly late. I cannot do that last turn for the life of me at the moment. Nope. I'm trying to describe at the moment, in between resets to nil, why the peaks vote is happening. Because he's just not been... He's been blissfully unaware of everything. Green box on my OBS put me off. Okay, I'm not focusing at the moment. Just not in the zone with this at all. Oh my god, why the fuck am I all the way over here? Just dies. Just dies. I think I lost control of the ending. It did not feel comfortable at all. That's fine though. And I'd say we're still adjusting to it. It's actually been 40 minutes now. Oh no, not quite 40 actually, about 30. Maybe slightly less. At least I'm getting around that turn really shitly, but like... I did not hear a sound for that. That was a very weird bonk. Because it was more of a side angle rather than head on. Which is weird. That rarely happens. Hey. Hi Shadow, I haven't seen you in a very long time. How are you doing, buddy? Paul as well. And hello to Bradley as well. It was Bradley's birthday yesterday. I don't know if he's still around. Probably lurking and doing something or playing something, I guess. Or nursing a hangover. I don't know what happened yesterday. Actually, no, I know part of something that happened yesterday. Ow. I haven't been around as much anymore because my parental granddad... Wait, no. That wasn't parental. Hold on, I'm trying to read this while doing attempts. Apologies. Paternal? Granddad is sick, and my mother and I need to take care of him. Well, I'm glad at least that you are prioritizing that instead of anything else, because that definitely sounds like it's more important, and it would definitely be time consuming. I hope it hasn't been too much stress to endure. Maternal even. That's why it confused me. I see. Yeah, well I hope it's not too stressful. I hope. I hope it's not too much of a serious situation at the moment. I fortunately haven't been in that situation myself yet. The closest was when my great-granddad was still alive. Had to come over from Cyprus and live with my live at my grandma's house because he had Alzheimer's. Which is very, very weird to witness. So I can't believe I drove that fast of a lap. But there we go. I didn't realise paternal was actually a word. I thought it was like a typo somehow. I know maternal is mother. That's interesting. I wonder why it's P. I guess it makes it like the word sounds like more of a word than if it was daternal or Paternal. Interesting. Ooh. I wonder how getting a PB would even feel like on this track at this point. I do not know. Would it actually feel good, or would it just feel like more relieving? I'm not really too sure. Guess it really just depends on the run that does it. I was just discussing with a friend about Mario Party. Is that Mario Party Superstars? I think that says an S there. Yes. Incident in which you and I were tied at 4 stars in Wooded Kingdom, and Nil screwed me over in chance time and allowed Asterix to win. I do not remember that. You have a better memory than I do with regards to this. What's that say? I was talking to Nil a bit earlier. I haven't actually spoken to him properly for a while, so I just spammed him with a bunch of stuff. How quickly Luke gets that first turn in his record is absolutely absurd. I'm never going to be able to do that. He just controls it so well. But I'll give myself the benefit of the doubt, at least for this first turn. That one, I've gotten much better. I'm regularly either tying this ghost or beating it every couple of attempts, which I think when I first started to actually kind of drive decently enough against it, I wouldn't be able to match it a lot of the time. I think most of the time it would just be a match. Slightly ahead. This one still needs work though. I just can't move my thumb quick enough. Oh, that's good though. Oh, why did I flick to the right? Ruined that entirely. still in there somehow. I mean, no, this isn't still in there. Yeah, I'd need to get like a sub lap 1 somewhere in there for it to have a chance of PBing. Hi, Robin. Have you eaten? Did I send you the thing? I had something important to show. I think I sent a snap to Nil, and that did not last long at all. This elastic band has just died. That was I literally put this elastic band on like last week or so. That did not take long at all. What thing? This thing. Where has it gone? Give it like 2 minutes. This is what I did today instead of editing. Like, a bit of time off. And carry on waiting. That's one thing, but the other thing. That thing. I was sorting out the elastic band on my Wiimote. That's why I wasn't talking. You see it? Did you see it? Or did you just see the words BRB pop up on the screen and was like, that's the one? I got some custom track packs on Mario Kart 8. And it has a bunch of... and I've got several at the moment. And a bunch of them have a bunch of character textures. So at some point we can try those out when I am bothered to set the Wii U up downstairs. But yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. Now I can't start. That's the only thing I think you would be interested in. I have to share. Me head was in the way, damn it. I guess also if I PB this tonight, which is about as unlikely as winning the lottery at this point. But if I PB tonight, I'll play Retro Rewind for a bit. Okay. Ow. I was about to say at least I'm getting that with no problems, but then I just decided to miss it for some reason. Also, I thought I was going to go much further to the left than I actually did. For curious Sean, I don't have Jamboree yet. That's okay, neither do I. So we're both on the same page there. And you're not the only one that has said that to me, actually, which is kind of funny. There seems to be a massive mixture of people that are either really interested in that game, only partly interested, which I am, and then just not interested in the slightest. And it is interesting. But I have a feeling Jamboree's going to be basically the same thing as Mario Wonder is to me, which I still have not opened and played yet. At the moment, I'm currently waiting to either finish this game or finish... what's it called? The USA vlog. USA vlog counts more on me having cleared a massive portion of the backlog of editing that I have to do for Emma, which I am doing. And I almost did today as well. Basically, the way I'm currently attacking it is I've been unbelievably fortunate enough that there is an editing PC at my volunteering, and I sometimes sit on there in breaks and do some editing. So I do some of the little, like, small stuff that can be done quite quickly on that PC during Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, and I get a little bit more of the heavier stuff done on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. No, Tuesday and Thursday. So I've been, like, basically channeling a lot more of my time than I need to for editing stuff. But it has been going. But it has... I've been cutting through quite a lot recently. I've got probably just past the halfway mark, but everything that is currently left is relatively easy to get through. It's all basically the same type of editing, which is like acoustic drums that Emma has just recorded herself. It just requires me to just shift through it all and sift through it all and just edit it and apply the same type of thing. I'm only interested in Jamboree because Mario's Rainbow Castle returned. I don't know what that is, but I imagine it's either a minigame or a board from a previous Mario Party that you really liked. imagine. I guess I have more of a means of trying out some of the older Mario parties now. With a modded Wii U and a pretty hefty amount of storage attached to it, I can probably just put them all on there. Oh my god. Why is it that last turn is just killing me today? Mario's Rainbow Castle is actually my favourite board. It was on the very first Mario Party, just like Peach's Birthday Cake and Yoshi's Tropical Island returned in Superstars. So, is Jamboree another version of Superstars with like old stuff returning, or does it have any new stuff at all? Because it seems like they're just bringing back old stuff at the moment, which I think more people are going to be interested in because it kind of plays to the nostalgia factor. Oh, okay, so it's like half Superstars then. Also Hypolar. Yeah, I'll check it out at some point. I'll probably get it for Christmas so that I at least have a game that I can get for Christmas. Because otherwise people will just ask me for what I want and I'm just like, I don't know. Because I rarely want anything. Western Land from 2. I think I know that one. It's kind of like the Calamari-esque, Calamari Desert-esque looking one, isn't it? Which I guess makes sense. I knew it. I knew I drifted too early. That was annoying. What do you want for your birthday / Christmas? That implies that you're only going to buy me one present, Robin. I know there's only 2 weeks between it, but I want 2. I'm expecting 2. Hi, Lewis. No, not ads. Why is it saying that I can only have 2 out of 3 snoozes? It has brand new mechanics like allies that let you buy 2 stars in one go, 2 items at the shop, spaces, count twice like Bowser events. That sounds like it could both like really hold someone up or fuck them over even more. Is it also similar to like Super Mario Party in the like allied games where they would, like depending on what character you're with, it would determine like a different outcome in that sense. Most minigames are new. I don't know if previous minigames return in Jamboree like they did in Top 100 and Superstars. There's a small handful of returning minigames. Cool. Hola, Lewis. You don't get the ally to help you in minigames. Oh, so they're just like helping you around boards and stuff. At least she's going to give you a present. Yeah, Lewis, why aren't you getting me a present? God. It's not like you live halfway around the world. And have various other situations that hinder you from getting me one. I can only wonder if they brought back something, and it's gone. I can only wonder if they brought back Bowser's slots, or Give Me a Break, or Hey, Batter, or Swing and Swipe. Swing and Swipe, that's an interesting name for a minigame. You get 3 turns to reach them, to get them on your team. They stay for 3 turns once they've been claimed, and if you run past someone with the ally, you steal it off them. Oh! Well, that's kind of similar to like jumping on people's heads and like getting their coins as well. But I guess it's like that's more of a change really, because coins is like passable, especially if you pass someone that has like, I don't know, 100 coins. That'd be interesting. I assume it has online. Actually, I know it has an online functionality because I watched a video with it happening. Me and Robin actually watched a video of it being played online. I should say the same. My knowledge isn't free. Oh, he got me back. Just imagine if we like bought each other 2 presents or something, and it was like a Wiimote and nunchuck or something, and we both just gave the same thing to each other. So it was just like about as effective as if we bought it for each other, but it just cost more because of like postage. No item minigames are from old games. I've only mentioned a few item minigames from 2 and 3. Item minigames from 2 and 3 return. Hold on, what's that? Oh, okay. The game is primarily new content. Okay. I mean, that was what I was expecting. By the way, I erased your ghost. Your lap 1 is good. Which one is that? The 374 or the 366? I think both of them have pretty solid lap 1s. I was actually going to say, if I, with that, if you're still struggling with the, just the triple mini turbo, I had that ghost that I showed you earlier that you could try racing, where I get a really like clean triple, but then I fuck it up straight after the hairpin. So it means that you can like practice that beginning section against that ghost, and then it kind of just gets out of the way and you can just carry on driving the track. But it's a 120.9, so it would be quite hard to find. The 374. I think the 374 is relatively consistent split-wise, isn't it? I don't remember. It has a really bad very last turn. That's the whole reason as to why it lost PB. Yeah, it's on the database. That's what is currently as my PB on the database, because the 366 didn't get through. I don't remember when I said it. I think it was 2022 sometime. It's amazing though that like my first and only .3 up until that point was the 366, and it had already been nearly 2 years. I don't think that's fair. If minigames returned from previous installments, assuming some did, how come item minigames aren't among those? I'm guessing that's more of a question that Polar would I be able to answer. My guess is so that they can fill in with some new stuff. That's my only guess. I don't know for certain. Oh god. Oh, that would have been a 7. I think I ate a bit too much of the dirt for it to be a 7. Ah! No, I missed the mini turbo. I wasn't expecting to get out that quickly. The annoying thing is this is actually still in the running for a solid time. Not a PB, but a solid run nonetheless. Oh my god, why? There we go, double mini turbo lap 2 and 3. Can I still get a 0.4 with it? Let's see. That was way too early, Sean. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's a 6. There you go. Well, whoever wants a 6. What was up with that run? I feel like you focus too much on beginnings. You're pretty much like me. I feel like it's because I have to restart. Or I don't even have to restart too much. I just restart too much. So I end up doing the beginning more. You had to talk. Did I mention this run is going good? And then it just fucked up immediately after that. I think you pointed that out during the lockdowns, Lewis, that I had a habit of doing that as well. Because item minigames are only in the roulette and not a toss up between roulette and minigame. That makes more sense though. Like it would, because I think there are also. I blanked. I had a point. It's gone. Or a question, more likely. You say that in Superstars there was no roulette. You play a random item minigame. I mean, in Superstars you had the little, like, lever things and stuff, right? Lever things. That did not explain. Like Bowser Jr. would give you the item if you got it in the little game that you found on the board. There was one with a not a lever, hammer, like a fairground hammer thing, where you spam the button. Oh, I didn't let go of the B button. Yeah, we're on the right page, right? I'm thinking of the right thing. By the way, I still don't comprehend that last triple mini turbo comparison. The one that you did. It was a weird one to watch, to be fair. I think it's because you weren't soft drifting as much as I was. But you had a quicker release upon the ending, but then you also had the delay drift. I don't actually know. You're gonna have to ask someone that knows the track better than me, which would be you. So I don't know. Ask yourself, Lewis. And you clearly don't know the reasoning behind it. Yeah, you definitely have learnt the timings better. Like, it looks much cleaner from what I've seen. I think, to be fair, I think your control was a lot better as well, because you were able to do the Vincent triple with the delay drift at the end. Because you were going to go too tight. That's better than I could do. I can do it every now and then, but don't trust me to do it in the middle of a run on lap 3 if I'm going too tight. I asked Vincent for tips and he literally tells me that your previous turn sucks. What, my turn or your turn? I mean, if it's my turn, understandable, because it does. And I don't think I can do it much better. If it's your turn, then that's very helpful. You don't know what you're doing. I mean, you do that, like, reverse kind of soft drift thing, don't you? It's actually similar to the way that Fox does it, if I remember correctly. Do I even have Fox's Ghost still? I don't think I do. I think I got rid of Fox's Ghost. I'm going to quickly take a look. Your turn. Okay, that's interesting. Nah, I do not. He'd be in between these two ghosts. I think I threw him out the way because he wasn't European tops anymore. And I wanted to compare my 308. 308? 388. I haven't got a 308 yet. I don't know if I will. Okay. He told me to hold left on the second turn and then delay soft everything and blame Sean. What? Well, blame me if it goes correctly. Okay. I don't think Lewis even knows my actual name. Lewis? You're Lewis. Vincent! Ah! I don't know what I've done on my phone, but it's telling me how much RAM I've got currently in use on my phone. I just clicked like developer mode or something, and it's just on in the background. Yeah, that shroom sucked anyway. You have to jump sooner, I think. Is that like a synopsis of what his feedback was to you, or me specifically? I probably need to jump soon. I think, to be honest, I'm doing basically everything at least a bit late. In some capacity. Boink. Hello, a boy. A boy that's okay. Welcome back to whatever this is. Me eating the dirt on the first turn of MC3 for about 2 hours. Boink. I've been doing Mogi after Mogi after Mogi for a bit. Well, as long as you are having fun and it's not too rage-inducing. This is my 6th today. Not bad. Hopefully it's going well. I'm afraid I don't know too much with regards to what happens in Emogi, aside from literally the gameplay that I've seen on people's streams like Jacob's and Bradley's and potentially another streamer that we do not talk about these days. That's really my only perspective of it. I am. Okay. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. I can see it. When you're made aware of it, I can see it in comparison to the ghost. I don't know if the ghost is hopping at the right time, though, as well. I'm kind of just copying the ghost. That's a good point, actually. Does the ghost do it at the correct time? Because, I mean, I barely ever beat or match this ghost out of that second turn, but does it time it at the right time? Okay, at least that felt a bit more comfortable. It's still shit, but I'll roll with it. I didn't let go of the B button. Let's move that the other way round. That felt really weird. Is that a 0.1 still? Barely. Don't ask. That's too far to the right. Okay, good. Die. We're gonna ignore that triple mini turbo that happened on that 2. We are not going to acknowledge what happened on that triple mini turbo on that 2. That trippy. Did I say trippy? That trippy mini turbo on that 2. I tripped, basically. Not in a good way. Trippy red. That just makes me want to texture a red shell with a multicolored spiral going around on it. That'd be funny. Wouldn't be able to drag it behind me for too long because that would mess with my eyes. Okay. Oh, I guess we're doing shroomless now. That was a shit shroomless turn. There we go. Great shroomless run. Use a shroom at the end to compensate for missing the boost panel. Why did I release it that early though? I don't actually know. Alright. I hesitated there. Hello, that was tighter than I wanted it to be. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. That shroom! I don't know if I've off-screened the ghost like that before, but I think that was probably because I shroomed early, which is why I ate a chunk of the dirt at the beginning, and that random extra wheelie input put me off. No. Well, maybe. I don't know what I was doing there. Right. I like how I say right as if anything's going to change. Way too early. Don't know why I drifted there. Even if I did make it round that turn, that was going to give me a horrendous exit. Excuse me, Jesus. I love it when that happens. My thumb, not my thumb, my forefinger just binding a little bit too tightly against the button. And so I couldn't release it, but otherwise I had a very nice angle. I could feel the sweet spot in that. I might have drifted slightly late though. You can tell how much frustrated I was with that specifically, because it feels like it was something that was entirely my fault. And it just prevented me from progressing. But then this is a track where basically everything is entirely your fault when it comes to time trialing it, so... Oh, I didn't think that was going to hit there. I thought it was going to hit the other side. All things considered, that was catching up quite comfortably. I had a weird triple though. I think it had a good beginning. That seems to be what's holding this together at the moment. And if I get a really good intro and then potentially a tight shroom that's faster than the ghosts, then it sets me up quite nicely. But nothing substantially messing up at the ending yet. I think maybe the last turn's been giving me a bit of trouble, but I haven't really been getting there. It's triple today, seemingly. I was late. No. Bye-bye. I seem to love going to the right quite a lot. $1:17.863. It was almost done by Vincent, and he decided to be 1 millisecond faster. Ain't happening by me, though. I mean, actually, I've never checked the leaderboards. Perhaps someone has driven that time. Maybe for April Fool's Day next year, I can just replay it. Live replay the time. And say it's my new PB. So. When do you get it? Well, technically, April Fool's Day. That's when I'll get it. April Fool's Day next year. With no question at all. I'll just jump straight up there. It'd be like that, I could do the same thing as like that fake Nobuo world record. Where it just played on a retextured version of the track where the He just drove across the dirt. No, it wasn't fake. What do you mean? The, like, meme channel that used to exist. Unless you know exactly what I'm talking about. You do. Okay. In which case, no, it was 100% legit. Noble was better than all of us and just knew something we didn't. Ah! Now I can't do it. Well, so hello, Dwight, by the way. I say hello to you in the middle of an ad break. I apologise. Unless you've somehow avoided them. That lap was going relatively well, and then I just decided to... What ad break? Oh, there you go. Twitch is telling me there is one. I'm finishing lap 1s today, but I'm just like, okay, let's not finish anything else. And then I get a decent triple after I've just smacked my face into a pipe. Decent-ish. It still like hit the dirt in a lot of places there. Let's continue this for practice, why not? I don't know how that was a .312. Ah! That was really strange, that alignment. Are you dehydrated water? Dehydrated water. Does that actually exist as an element, I wonder? Ow. Hey Jacob, how are you doing? Hopefully better from what I last heard. I presume you haven't had any time to see what I sent earlier, but I got my best lap 1 triple mini turbo with a very delayed entrance. So it was just like really quick at the end. Hope all is well otherwise. Can't stay but have fun. Alright, well thanks for popping by. I'll try and put your luck to good use. You'll check it out in your own time. In your own time, obviously. I do not play lounge anymore because TT's more fun. I mean, I can't argue with that. I downloaded oh yes, I forgot, before you go, Jacob, and I guess Dwight, it would be interesting for you to know this too. I downloaded Retro Rewind earlier, so maybe I'll give TT Online another go, but I did not enjoy TT Online, funnily enough, when I tried it. But if that's of any interest to you, then I just thought I'd mention it. I just closed my phone and it just clipped the microphone. Okay. Let's put some good luck to good use. So this ghost gets, I think, a slightly late and slightly wide triple mini turbo. Lap 1, don't get me wrong, it's really decent, and if anyone wants to start learning triple mini turbo on this track with mock bike, I would suggest this ghost as one of the ones to look for if you want to look out for a reference. But I think at this point, like, I started racing against this ghost in like 2017, 2018 to kind of work on my triple. There might have been more since then. Like, the entire top 10 has become triple mini turbo, so there might be better ones to reference. But the reason why I chose this 118.308 by Luke is because, at least as far as I could tell or could find on Chadsoft, it is Luke's first triple mini turbo PB on mock bike. Would you stop that? That is frustrating. Okay. Give me a sec. I'm in starter boost purgatory at the moment. I think it's because I'm trying to talk and think about talking at the same time as trying to play the game. I kind of ruined my own flow there. Yeah, this is a very good ghost, reasonably, because it also kind of forces out a decent beginning, which, once you start learning the track properly, like with the soft drifting, you can capitalize on some of those like minor errors here and there. But then it also has a pretty shit lap 2, so if you're working on getting like a 0.2 pace, it's pretty good to kind of catch up on. To sort of try and detach from the ghost. That's why I'm trying to race against it. So I'm using it for a reference going into, for lap 1 mostly. And then I try and detach from it for reference on lap 2. But then it has a really solid lap 3, which just decks me every time. I was playing TF earlier, 2-1 Shroom Strap, and I got a 36.5 lap 1, so that's cool. That is really cool. I think 0.5 was like worldwide tops level. At some point in time, I thought I would remember, but I didn't. It still messes with my head, actually, like the double hop. Was it Justin? It was Justin, right? I think. I can't remember if it was Justin or Brixton who found it, but one of those two, like, really innovate things. But the double hop after the conveyors, like, it still messes with my head that like such a small little thing. And, like, someone could have done it so simply, like, a decade ago by mistake, but just probably didn't realize it was faster. Like, literally, like, imagine the amount of times you could just sort of re-hop like that by mistake. Just think of it, like, someone could have just done that by mistake and found it earlier. It's just remarkable that that was found now and that it is actually... like, it does conserve. Do you have a good ghost to get sub 120? Not me specifically. What is 120 pace? You would need to get like 26.9s, I think. Sub 120. Right? Am I thinking that right? Also, hello, Funky. I apologize I didn't greet you there, but welcome to the stream. definitely do. Hold on. What's up, Jacob? I played Gardens and got 202. I'm happy with it. Fair enough. I mean, I think Lewis has 201, if I remember. I assume it's mock bike. I saw your GB2 run. You're getting good. My GB2? Oh, you're talking to Dwit. Because my GB2 shit. I think I barely got a 53 with mock bike out of all things. I don't actually know what my time is. Can I take a look? I think it's really shit. Yeah, 53.1. That's amazing. I mean, I think a 53 in any capacity is pretty good. I'm trying to say that because I want to validate myself. Oh yeah, I found that. That's kind of funny. Yeah, 53.70. GB2 is a bit too fast for me, but that was set in like 2018, 2019 maybe. Yeah. 26.6, 26.9 is sub 121. Okay, so 26.6. I mean, it's quite far away from a 118.3, so it hasn't been something that I've been even thinking about. So my guess would be, or my suggestion would be to just take a look on the Ghost database and take a look at the ghosts on there. At what has maybe a sub 121 with consistent 26.6 laps, and then you also have to take a look at the driving. Does it like drive consistently, or does it have big mistakes that you can utilize? The blocks lap 3 were throwing me off when I was on good paces. What, are they still falling on lap 3? Like at the shroom, I assume. Dude, watch my laps 2 and 3 on what? Look at my high-level Luke and Vincent mini turbos. What, on your... your keyboard run? I had a .0 pace last year, but failed blocks lap 3. Can you download my run on the database? I don't think the database will allow me to do that, because that's so far down. You've got a 120... Oh, right, yes. I was thinking like a 121 pace run. I mean, I could download it, but the other thing is, because that's quite far down from all of the other times that I've got, I wouldn't be able to play it. So I could download it. Maybe I should go back to GB2 and get what I want. But 150 TF comes first. I mean, if you're having fun with it, that's fine. I think actually the best thing that you can do for yourself, which I definitely didn't do in this game, but I think it's very much like tested and proven, the best thing you can do for yourself with time trialing in this game is just switch tracks. Switch tracks that are like interesting to you because it keeps things fresh. I very much didn't do that. I like to kind of just grind and just basically play until I get what I want as well. Regardless. And I guess that's why I think so many of like the current best players in the world started on custom tracks, because they're just more like used to that versatility, specifically Luke and Casey. I feel like Casey is just almost in a way holding back. Casey's taken down like some of the really strongest records. I think the most notable is Luigi Circuit, obviously. Like, Cole was dominating that track for ages. But also, just on this track, he progressed to a 117 faster than anyone else. And he does hop around and get custom track records here and there. That's where I first known of him. Really good player. I feel like he has the potential to be the best. That was terrible. Cool. I am a professional track hopper. Well, there you go. You've already got it down. I mean, to be fair, by the sounds of it, you've got like some solid all-round times. Like I have, my most solid is this track. But then beyond that, I really don't have much to my name. You'd be wrong, would I? Ooh, that was a bit early. Nope. I have a 142.3 on Mushroom Gorge and that GV2 time, and that's about it. I mean, it's substantially better than either of my times there. I've not given the slightest of shits on Mushroom Gorge. I think I just played it to beat the CGGP Staff Ghost, and that was it. Never again. I'm amazed, actually, that I was being made aware of Outward Drifting Bike has the potential to take record there. After Jacob was playing that the other day. That's been really interesting to see. Upload your PB to YouTube and I'll review it, yeah. Lewis would probably be better with regards to giving feedback because he is a former record holder on the track, on this track, so I'm gonna see if I can improve it a bit and then I will. I know it's not great already. I mean, whether something is great or not is all based on the opinion of the person who played it. Like, a lot of people would say that me having a 118.3 on this track is pretty good as well, and I would agree, but for me specifically, it's just all of the errors are just glaringly like staring me in the face, and they have been at this point for 4 years, so I'm just like, yeah, shit. Coupled with the fact that I'm probably the most inconsistent player on this track, it's very difficult not to be hard on that, but, you know. If it is a time that you're happy with, or, I mean, it sounds like you want to improve it, and it sounds like you know that you could just kind of on your own accord, then that's more than enough reason. It doesn't really need to have a big deal made out of it. It just needs to be enough to be fun. Yeah. This was an interesting session. It feels like something is there. But it's just being kind of lost to really silly things. But I'm not unhappy with that. I think in the previous session it was really frustrating me a little bit. And that is, to be fair, that's kind of fucking with me a little, but other than that, it's not frustrating, overly frustrating today. Imagine if you stopped playing this track and went to all the other eggs. Just, I mean, I kind of did do that in lockdown, so. By comparison to most of my other tracks, this is quite a recent PB actually. I won't be able to tell you which one the oldest is. Actually, that's a lie. I went to Peach Gardens for a bit. And the thing with Peach Gardens is it started kind of, I don't really know. I feel like there was just random bits in Peach Gardens that didn't feel like it was my fault. I mean, just randomly out of nowhere stopped being fun. But I have since learnt this year that it is one of Emma's favourite tracks, out of all things. Which might be motivation for me to try and play it again. What's my RPG time? I think it's a 201.7? 77 something? So, like, the understanding of the... It's with the old Bowser Bike strats. So the understanding of basically what is there. It just needs more refining, really. And I think I got to the stage where I was kind of past learning the track, and it was just refining that. I'll double check, actually, what it is. Oh, it beats yours! Okay, that's cool. I guess I'll take something then. Yeah. So I'd play this Ghost by Dante. And that is what I got. Not Scott! Yeah, just so everyone's clear, I'm not Scott. Oh, we'll watch that. But you'll see what I mean. It's quite hesitant in places. Yeah, so the not Scott thing actually came from the fact that my real name is Sean. And I quite frequently go to a streamer called Leanne Heff's stream. She used to quite regularly stream this game, actually. But so she's relatively known in the Mario Kart Wii world. But obviously, she's, I think, more into speedrunning these days. She's got a significantly chattier chat than mine, and there is a person that frequents her streams that is called Scott. And on one occasion, obviously, it's quite easy to do. You're reading someone's name, and you might say someone else's that is kind of similar. Oh yeah, that was a pretty good lap. I think that was actually my best lap one. That's probably why it looks pretty decent. Or one of them. It was at the time. I might have beaten it since. And then I just decided to re-hop there for some reason. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, one day I was just chatting in her chat. And she accidentally referred to me as Scott. And now, it's not obvious to a lot of people that my name isn't Scott, because I go by Handy to most people. So, yeah, yeah, Scott goes by, 2D Blur. which I think is actually a Damien Albarn reference. Because 2D is like the character, it's the vocalist from the Gorillaz, and then Blur is obviously the main band. I'm doing a terrible job at describing this at the moment. Yeah. So there was someone else in the chat who goes by Lara, who does actually know my name because they greet me at streams as Sean, and I've even had a conversation with them specifically about the spelling of my name, as Lewis has posted it there. S-I-O-N is Welsh, the Welsh spelling. And anyway, so Leanne called me Scott by mistake, and then Lara, for whatever reason, despite the fact that they know my name and everything, suddenly was like, wait, is that actually Handy's real name? I'm like, you know my name! we've had conversations about the spelling of my name. And for about a month, probably maybe even 2 months, Lara would then refer to me as Handy because they weren't too sure about what my name actually was anymore. Just from that one incident. I don't understand. And so I was just like, but the whole prospect of it was just so amusing to me that I just was like, okay, well, I'm not Scott in my me name for a bit. Literally no one else finds that interesting but me. But there you go. Chatting in her chat as you do. Yeah. This doesn't look bad, honestly. Yeah, it's not bad. It's just like, I think that like the understanding is there. It's just now a case of refining the driving, as I said. John, I have to go. Good night. So long, Lewis. Bye, everyone else. Take care then, Shadow. I assume you left in the middle of that, and while I was rambling, I apologise that I didn't say goodbye sooner, but I hope you have a good night and whatnot. I don't speak Welsh, Sean. I speak Yankee. I don't know why I put Sean in the middle of that. Yeah. No, neither do I, actually. You'd think I would, based on the name. But I don't. The other Sean speaks Welsh, though. Anyway, we continue for a couple more minutes. I'll go until like 20 past. Not looking promising today for PBs, if I have to be honest, but what more am I expecting at this point with MC3? Yeah. I tried. I might go back to Peach Gardens as my next track after this, but we'll see how things go. I think it's more likely that I might start getting issues with my hands again before I PV on this track, and I might be forced to stop. That's why I stopped last time in 2022. I was trying to grind through the whole of October and get a PB, and I was very much on the nose of getting one. And then I started having this issue with my hand, and I was just like, nope, I very clearly need to stop. I just didn't really return until this year. There's a weird return to this track, though. Because I think I did try it on and off, like, in November and December when I could. But at that point in time, I was preparing to go to America, and so it was kind of definitely not priority. And then I tried it when I came back from America in March sometime. But otherwise, I didn't really come back here until August of this year. Peach Gardens is a good track to TT. It is. I do like it. I was getting frustrated with it though. I remember. So I stopped. But I would like to do it again at some point. And I have a bit more motivation now. Other reasons to motivate me. The other track I've had interest in but have just not played at all really in a noteworthy way is Moonview. Out of all things, that's probably the one that people would last associate with me. I don't know what it is about the track, something draws me to it. But I also just haven't actually properly sat down and learnt it yet. So I literally have like a 148 or something on there. I'm going to cut that by like 4 seconds at someday. Perhaps if I learned drift storage it would make it easier. By the way, did you see that Twitch is losing money with broadcasting? The video processing server cost too high. Wait, what? As in like... losing money with broadcasting. I did not see anything about that, no. Did they tweet about it? It's just this beginning that's really kind of fucking everything over today, I feel like. I feel like probably exactly half of these potential runs have been just failed starts. Or me smacking my head into the pipe. That was way too early. What did I shroom there? The video processing server cost is too high. So what does that mean? That's going to happen with Twitch. We're not going to upload anymore. Like, you're not going to be able to upload pre-recorded stuff, right? Is that what I'm thinking is happening? Because that sounds like that's what that is implying. Come on. Oink. Eventually Twitch will fall. What, you think they're gonna like go bankrupt or something? Surely not. I don't think that's I don't think that's a reality, at least anytime soon at all. But they're literally owned by Amazon, right? I was too late. Yeah. I mean, I think I have played around a bit more with restreaming recently. Oh, well, not recently, but this year. And I do like that. The whole reason as to why I'm not currently restreaming this, though, is that if you've seen some of the comments that I was constantly getting on the YouTube side of things, you probably know why. Like, I can't imagine playing this track and having a bunch of kids asking me questions as to why I keep restarting. No offense to any kids that want to know why I keep constantly restarting, but there we are. If there is ever a really good session where I'm like, I don't know, getting consistent 0.2 paces. I had a hunch that someone was going to do that. I didn't expect 2 people were going to do that. Eat the dirt there. That was a very late drift and a very not correct soft drift angle. Ah, I tried to go too tight. Okay. Oink. Okay, 5 more minutes or so. I'm starting to lose it now. Starting not to be able to kind of focus on this properly. I should have spin drifted. It's like that one pipe. It really is the bane of my existence. It's the one at the beginning and the one at the very end. I'm pretty sure I say that every stream. Really irritates me. Okay, cool. Can we just move the shroom spot to there, just on the straightaway? That would be great. I'm sure that's very fast. Yeah, I'm coming to the end of this session now. You can probably tell my attitude's changed. That should not have caught up. It's a low 4. Well, who wants a 4-3-2? God, that was awful. Oh, I'm glad that didn't PB. Okay, there you go. Nice, thanks. It was really shitly driven though. Lewis is going to laugh at this beginning. Oh, I think I'll call that there, actually. Actually, this beginning was alright. I think it was second. No, I drifted really late into that triple. I'm like a whole bike behind. And that was late. The shroom kind of made up for it, to be honest. And I'm aligned to there. I hit the dirt. I didn't get that properly. This is also shit! I'm so far behind. Why is it allowed to be a .06? Is it because I just got a really solid shroom? Yeah. I was just like, fuck it. And I just got a better last turn. I'm ahead of the ghost here at this point. And I'm like, oh. And I decided to align too far to the left and killed it. Very kind of make-do triple there. That was disgusting. I'm pretty sure I ate some of the dirt on the hairpin. Very late shroom there. Eat more of the dirt there. And I think I went a bit wide on the last turn, so... that's fine, I guess. Okay, well, GG. I at least finished a run. I guess it's technically PB pace, but I'm grateful it did not PB. Because that lap 2 was atrocious. So I'll upload that now and find a raid target, I think. Is there anyone that I know that's live? Let's see. Happy delayed birthday! Is that to Bradley? I mean... why would it be to anyone else? Why is it not uploading my ghost? Hey, upload my ghost, you dick. Oh, there we go. I finished 2 ghosts. Where did the second one come from? What else did I finish? Shmeez. Who is that? I'll have to find them first. There is a fly that is pacing around my room and it's making this obnoxious sound. That sounds like a fly, alright. Let's see, here we got. Shmee's doing a Mogi. Logan's playing. Theo's playing. Hey, there's someone playing TF for a 149. I prefer to raid a time trial stream because it makes more sense. I'm doing a time trial stream. Someone else is doing one, so. Right. I think I made my decision. Oh, but that stream's been going on for even longer than mine. There we go. If I TT'd, would you raid me? Are you gonna TT? and by that I mean, are you gonna do it properly? Like, are you actually gonna like sit there for a few hours and do it? Because I already see you saying like yes, and you'll like load up a time trial in MC3, and then be like thanks for the raid, and then just immediately restart. Maybe. Okay. Well, you're not live, so I'm gonna raid this person instead. Alright. Thank you everybody for watching today. Fucking rude. Hey, well you're not live! Asking for a raid and not being live. Anyway. Yep, so that's me done for today. This person is currently playing Toad's Factory for 149, so wish them the best of luck and all that kind of stuff. There goes the menu. I would like to stream tomorrow, and it will almost definitely be more of this. But we'll see how things work out. I might also do some more editing tomorrow, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you everybody for hanging out today. I hope you had a good time, evening, weekend, whatever. And I shall see you again whenever I next do so. And done.